The first step we do right here is trying to knock down the client's bulk with the one guard all the way open. I choose to have the one guard all the way open because it is going to be the last clip size that I use before I start that clipper over comb process. So going up to my client's temple is just a little bit right above that temple area, going all the way through. So here we are going to begin the balding out process of the fade. Notice how I'm not using my trimmer to bald out my client. I do have the clipper in my hand with the lever all the way closed, just because I already know I'm going to be using that close to open method, and the first step of that close to open method is obviously closed. So I'm already setting in that first initial guideline, and then we're going to come under this guideline with the trimmer to knock down that bulk, and then another transition with that foil shaver. So you'll see how it plays out, but again, just going over that guideline, and then right here, going to set in the next guideline with the half guard all the way closed. It's equivalent to a half. So I like this preference more because it grabs more hair. So it's all on your clipper. Knowing your clipper and understanding your clippers, it's very important to setting in these guidelines. You're going to see right here, I go over this guideline multiple times just to ensure myself that everything is consistently even all the way through. All right, so for this next step, I'm going to be doing the close to open method. I'm not going to go past that first guideline that I set in with the half guard. I'm just trying to fade this line up. So as I open up the lever, I'm cutting less hair, and I'm just trying to watch this line shift up. I'm just worrying about this part of this guideline, just trying to shift it up using my close to open method. All right, going to begin the left side of this guideline. Again, using that close to open method, pressing the blade flat on against my client's head, just trying to watch that line shift up. And as I'm watching it shift up, I'm opening that lever one by one. The next guideline we set in right here is with the one guard. It is all the way open, so right here, just setting it in about an inch thick. And again, right here, we do the same thing for the other side, probably about an inch thick all the way across, just going over that guideline multiple times, always just ensuring that everything is even all the way across this guideline. So I do close the lever using that close open method, just so when I come under it with this half guard right now, it takes it out completely. So right now I'm just softening this guideline that I set in with the one guard all the way open. So as we did with the previous step, we are going to still continue to use this close to open method, but instead I do have the half guard on, so I'm just trying to fade this line up. So as you can see, we are starting to see this fade come alive. All we have to do now is just try to worry about that top portion and then obviously the balding out portion of this fade. But to me, this fade is already coming together, and it's just because we soften those guidelines and we try to take it out slowly by using the close open method. So if you are consistent with these steps, I promise you, you'll be able to fade and you'll be able to see that fade pop. So always important to detail again, and yeah, continue with that closed open method. And so again, closed open method right here on the left side, going to be using my corners as well, just because I don't want too much hair to be taken out. I'm trying to just remove that weight and not completely that length. All right, so going into this next step, I am going to be removing my client's bulk at the top portion of his head with this guard, the 1.5 guard. So many times I will be using the 2 guard open or clipper over comb process, but I do throw on the 1.5 guard just because I want to keep this darkness here. So again, I just want to show that I can do it both ways. You can do the 2 guard open or the clipper over comb method, but I just wanted to show you guys a different way on how I approach this cut and still going to be able to leave that portion dark. I did eventually throw on my 1 guard and to begin the clipper over comb process. So I do have my 1 guard on just so I'm not taking out too much hair as I would with no guard on. But yeah, again, I do have it all the way closed, and I'm just gonna be feathering out these dark spots, also trying to give my client that square silhouette that he's aiming for. So as you can see, I do clipper over comb certain few ways. Again, there's a lot of preferences on how you want to do it. I just hold it like a pencil. So as you can see, I am holding this clipper like I'm kind of sketching something else. So holding it sideways just so I'm not putting my wrist at risk for a carpet tunnel. And so right after we clipper over comb, again, we're gonna begin that detailing process like you did see with the 1 guard on. But again, same thing right here on the left side. I am going to just try to remove that bulk, just trying to scoop out this dark line that I see on my client's top of his head, just right around the crown area. Just trying to remove this bulk, feather it out. And right here you see I do throw on the 1 guard all the way open just to detail. I'm not setting in a guideline or trying to completely take out any line. I'm just trying to detail this dark spots that I see. What you're aiming for when you're detailing, you want to try to remove that weight and not necessarily that length. So again, using the corner method, using the last three teeth of your clipper, just so you can disperse those dark spots. And yeah, that's what makes this fade come alive, just trying to remove these dark spots that you saw. So after we set in that guideline with the 1 guard all the way open, the rest of the cut from here is just trying to detail any dark spots that we see that were left over after we set in those guidelines. And again, just trying to give that client the square silhouette that he's aiming for. You don't want your client to have those dents when he looks in that mirror. So again, just trying to remove any dark spots, not trying to set in any more guidelines because we don't want to have to start the fade again and we don't want to take it higher. So again, using that clipper over comb method to ensure the client that he's getting that fade that he wants. So right here we are going to begin the balding out process. I am going to slow the video down a little bit just to show you guys how I feather out this top portion of my client's bulk. So as soon as I get to the top of my client's bulk area, I am pushing the trimmer a little bit softer than I would, trying to cover more ground down there. But as you can see, I'm going very soft as I go up. So I'm just trying to scoop and feather it out, feather it into that first guideline that we set in with the clipper all the way closed. All right, and for this last transition, we are going to bring out the foil shaver and just trying to bald out the client to the very base. And we're going to leave him bald to the skin at that bottom. So you want this fade to be elite. You want to just bald him out at the bottom and give him that transition all the way up. So again, just trying to begin this balding out process, completely bald out, 00. As I go up to that line that I created with the clipper all the way closed, I'm pushing it very softly. So in order to ensure that I'm giving my client my perfect fade, just gonna spend a couple more seconds to detail any dark spots that I saw that were left behind. But again, guys, just want to show you guys one more time this final cut. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something and were able to pull something away to add it to your method. Gonna continue to keep dropping videos like I promised a couple months ago. Hopefully get to 100 subscribers by September. So we're almost there, but thank you guys for all your support. It's been a blessing to be able to show you guys how I learned and everything that I've done in this barbering field. So again, guys, I'm going to show you guys one more look. You let me know how I did in the comment section. Give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys in the next video.